Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel where we create new content as often as Spirit allows and where I share my personal transformations with you. And I'm just back to give another message, and it is to inform you to allow yourself to sit in this stage that you are in and pay attention to yourself. Don't be so overwhelmed with the messages that you are receiving until you don't take precaution on how you proceed to move forward at this new stage in the game. You have to realize that God is taking his time with you. You are in a slow cooker, okay? Enjoy where you are. Enjoy the journey is what I'm getting. Because just like there are different seasons, fall, winter, spring, and summer, they're all different seasons. And in those seasons, different things take place, such as the leaves falling off of the tree. That doesn't happen in the summer. It only happens in the fall. And just like you are in the slow cooker, at some point you are still going to get done. Even though you are slow cooking, you will still reach that destination, okay? Don't allow yourself to be rushed with the downloads that you are receiving, okay? You are still going to receive, but it is imperative that you pay attention to the way you are playing this new level in your lives. Do not be easily to be distracted. Do not be easily to be persuaded, okay? A lot of people from your past that once saw you unpopular, or they didn't see you as valuable to them, are realizing who you are, and they will want to get on a team with you. We all have free will, but the choice is yours how you will receive these people from re-entering your lives. But do with it as you please. If you feel like you want to go chop it up, that's up to you. But if you want to keep your cup on full, it's best if you continue to pour into yourselves, because you have to remember why you allowed yourself to stay, why you allowed yourself to not stay but walk away from that type of environment in the first place, because it was straining you. It was keeping you stagnant. It was keeping you stuck. So it is not you saying that you are better. It's okay to say hello, but it's best not to go back. I just gotta keep it real, because going back is not going to get you nowhere in the game. Okay? You realize that when you stayed, it kept you at level 0. Okay? See, in the game, you don't know who it took you a while to maneuver, and it took you a while to learn how to play the game. Now that you know how to play the game, why you gonna go back to what you know got you killed and what you know got you messed up in the first place? Okay? It's best to see and don't see right now, and to focus on yourself. To focus on, it's time for you to get back up. It's time for you to you know how to win in this season. And you know it's by being obedient. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a preacher. I don't want to be a preacher. But I'm trying to influence you the way the Most High has given it to me. Because we've been stuck and we've been stagnant. We've been in a standstill. We didn't know how to get up out of this thing. We given our attention to the wrong for so long. Just like the things that we listen to on the radio, you know, it's really deep. It's really deep. Some of the things that we listen to, the lyrics that we allow our children to listen to, those are things that you're speaking over yourselves. Those are things that you are believing. Those are things that are keeping your vibrational signals down. You think that you have to compare yourself. You think that you gotta twerk it better than the next. You think your hair gotta be longer than hers. You think your car gotta be fancier. You're all in competition. No, it's not saying that you don't want anything in life. Because I'm encouraging you to get these things in life. But I'm encouraging you on how to get these things the right way. You're so broken in your spirit. And if you walked away from that, why would you want to go back? Okay? You may have to start all the way back over. But it's time to get back up. It's time to know who you are. No, I'm not judging you. This is for... I too had to grow. I had to start from somewhere. I had to realize that being about that life was not what's up. That's why things wasn't working out. It can work out in one way. It can look, good in your finances, but messed up in another way. But when you do it the way the Most High wants you to do it, you're going to receive good in every area of your life. Every area of your life. Okay? You're not going to have to sell your soul just for your bank account to look good. It's going to start looking good because you realize who you were. Because you answered the call. Because you chose to be obedient. I wasn't planning on going here with this message. But I have to allow myself to speak the way that it is given to me. And if it's said, then someone needed to hear it. We have enough sexy reds out here, girls. Okay? Create your own, why do you want to continue to follow behind something? And I'm not downgrading her. Because I understand why she did what she did. I understand why she gives the lyrics that she gives. Because sex sells. And it's sickening that our young ladies feel like they have to face that side of herself just to provide for her child. You know, I understand. I'm not too perfect that I don't understand. Because I have been through situations and I have did things that I have not always been proud of. But I have really changed. I have really changed. And what I'm sharing this for is to let you know that you can change too. You don't have to do what pleases the next person. You don't have to go against your soul. You don't have to go against the grain, your Father in heaven, for the 3D matrix to provide for you. The 3D is a cult. It's a cult. But that is a topic for another video, if Spirit allows. But all you got to do is, well, it's not all you have to do. It's going to require a lot of shadow work. It's going to require a lot of giving your time and attention to yourselves. It's going to require you pulling back from visiting other people so much. And you'll be doing it not because you think you're better than anyone. You will be pulling back because you are interested in learning the real you in this world. And I think this is something that has to happen. Because if it doesn't stop now, we're going to have 5-year-olds making videos. Okay? We're going to have 5-year-olds making videos and selling their soul really early. The time is now. The time is now to live a life that's pleasing to the Most High. We want better on this earth. The truth has been hidden from us. The truth has been hidden. Alright? The truth has been hidden. And the truth is within us. The truth lies within us. That's why the Matrix, the higher ups, created all of this. It's time for us to get back on. It's time for us to get back to Eden and live on top of the world, is what Spirit wanted me to say. It's time for us to know who we really are. It's time for us to know ourselves as the real royal queens and kings that once walked the planet. Schools are not going to teach our children about what happened before slavery. That information, that access is denied to you because it holds valuable information. And some of these books cannot even be found in the libraries or in the bookstores. They are, given to secret societies is very valuable information. And this information would never be provided to you if you don't seek the kingdom of God. The kingdom. Listen to how royal that word sounds. The kingdom. You are so royal. You are so divinely provided for in spirit. But you must tap into that spiritual side of yourselves. This is an awakening that's going on the planet. This is an awakening for me. This is all new to me. So as I grow, as I enlighten, I want to enlighten you. This comes by being obedient to God. Your heart has to be right. You have to really forgive others that hurt you. You have to, you really have to do what the Bible tells you to do. Your life has to be aligned with the word. And I never really believed it. I didn't believe in the Bible. I had, like within the commandments, I'm not saying that I agree with everything that's written in the Bible. But the more I start to read it, and the more that I read, the more that it is given to me, perceived in a different way. And the way I can perceive it better, the better I can give it to you. Because the closer I get to God, the more God unlocks the treasures in me to share with you. And I only really thirst after God now. I try to allow myself to come outside of this relationship that I have begun to grow with God, but I only thirst more and more and more because I realize how close that I am with my Father to actually be able to receive information and know that it's not for me. To be able to start believing again, because I'm trying to live a life that's obedient to God. God is giving me a reason to get out of the bed again, even if it's just to say hello to God. Even if it's just to worship in spirit and in flesh and in truth. I had something to look forward to. God is addictive. And that's the kind of relationship that God is looking for with you. I see why the word teaches that God is a jealous God, because something so great as the gift of God, to feel that love, to feel that oneness, to feel that closeness, to have a sense of wonder, to expect to hear from your Father in heaven. That's something that a lot of people probably, it could be a foreign language to. But to actually experience it, it has me in awe. And I always want more of it. But I have to bring myself back to the 3D realm because I have responsibilities here. I have to try to allow myself to, be more human, to be more human, to find things in the 3D that um fits my taste buds, but I can't really relate to anything here anymore, if you know what I mean. Now, I do love to dance, and I do love to dance. I do love to meditate until I feel like I'm astral traveling out of my body. I love to be out of this world. But in order to experience things like that, you have to do what God wants you to do. Because God has secrets to tell us. Okay? And that's the things that are hidden from us. Those are the things that were kept suppressed. And what I mean by suppressed, they were put away. Put away. And it's funny that that word came up because you have been taught to suppress this side of yourselves. You have been taught that, it was demonic. But it's not. You were taught that it was demonic because it was valuable information. It is information that is keeping the rich rich and is keeping us stuck. Spirit does not want you to suppress who you are in this hour. Okay? If you want to dance, dance. Let me be careful how I give this next message because the spirits and the gods are always watching, and I'm not trying to portray the wrong message to anyone. But I just want to give a scenario of how two different couples, one that's married by the court of law and one that's married in the spiritual realm. It's okay for the people to enjoy intimate sexual relationships because they went by man to get married, and it is not okay for the other couple who was spiritually connected by God, but they didn't go to the courthouse to have these documents written out. Okay? You were suppressed to not be able to enjoy your sexual life. But there's no difference in the love that the paper that the judge signed, and there was no difference in the spiritual connection that your Father in heaven signed for you and your partner. Now when this fits, you will know it is for you, okay? Don't take the message the wrong way. I'm not out here portraying you to have sex with anybody, but your soul connection, this is divinely orchestrated by God. I want you to know that it is okay for you to enjoy your sexual lives as well, because by you are blocking your sacral chakra, okay? You are blocking your sacral chakra, and that is something that I had to learn. Okay, I had to learn that. We have to unlearn and we have to really relearn. We are healing ourselves from so much of the lies that were fed to us. And I do know earlier in this message, I, give a shout out to you, sexy, if this message finds you, but this is not by any means to tear you down, darling. Okay? I love you. But I'm using you because God is using you right now, believe it or not. See, the lower enemies, they thought they had you, but they don't. You're going to make it out too. I declare and decree that you're going to make it out. Okay, darling? But what I'm saying here is I'm not saying to go out here and be buck wild in the way you're swinging that thing. I'm not telling you to do that. But there is a difference in when something is divinely orchestrated, okay? It's okay for you to enjoy your life in that way just as well as it is for another person that's, you know, that's legally married, and they be the main ones that don't get along, that's keeping up all kind of, you know, what it is and what it ain't. They married and they put on like they so happy. So just as well as it is for them to enjoy their lives in that way, it is okay for you to enjoy your life in that way. And I'm here to confirm that within you. There is so much unlearning and relearning that we all have to do at this time. You know, this message was way over the top for me, but if it was said, then it needed to be said. Okay. I hope this video found whomever it was meant for, and I'm just gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna give it to you raw. I'm gonna give it to you how God gives it to me to give to you. Okay? I love you, and I hope that this message helped you in some kind of way. And if it did, like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.